So we start. Welcome back, everyone, to our regular Tuesday operations update on Libya. As you know, the NATO Secretary General is in the United States, meeting with government officials, US troops, and National Guardsmen. Today, he's in Austin, in Texas. He's there in the United States to express his appreciation to the US service personnel who have contributed to NATO-led operations, including in Afghanistan and in Libya. In a speech he gave at the World Affairs Council of Atlanta, Georgia, yesterday, the Secretary General stressed that time is running out for the Gaddafi regime. In the Secretary General's absence in Brussels, I can tell you that the Deputy Secretary General, Ambassador Bisogniero, will chair the NAC tomorrow with our operational partners to exchange views on our operation in Libya. This meeting is part of our regular discussions, the regular discussions that ambassadors have every week to assess progress in our mission. Before I hand over to Brigadier General Claudio Gabellini, the Chief Operations Officer for Operations Unified Protector, I would like to address one other issue. We have seen a number of reports in recent days of migrants from Libya dying at sea. These are tragic stories. They show the desperation to which people in Libya have been reduced by the Gaddafi regime. The humanitarian crisis is the direct result of the regime's violence. It is still more proof that Gaddafi and his followers have lost all claim to legitimacy. In particular, we are deeply concerned by reports that Gaddafi's regime gunmen forced migrants into at least one boat in recent days, which sank soon afterwards. If confirmed, that would be just another proof of the regime's disregard for human safety and human life. NATO condemns this kind of actions utterly. We have also been asked what action NATO is taking to protect migrant ships at sea. And let me be clear, NATO's mission is to prevent attacks on civilians and civilian-populated areas in Libya. That is what the United Nations Security Council mandated. But while they are carrying out that mandate, ships under NATO command will always respond to calls from ships in distress. This is their duty under the law of the sea, and to suggest that our ship's captains would do otherwise is unfair and is disrespectful. For example, I can tell you that on the 26th of March, NATO ships responded to information that 2 migrant ships with over 500 people on board were in difficulty, and a NATO ship used its helicopter to airlift 2 women and a newborn child to medical help. The ships were then provided direct assistance by the Italian authorities. After this press conference, we will share some pictures with you about that operation. So NATO is doing what it can to render assistance to those in distress at sea, and we will continue to do so. And we will continue also to do everything we can on land to prevent attacks on civilians and civilian-populated areas in Libya. With this, I will hand over to Brigadier General Gabellini in Naples. General.
Good afternoon. I am Brigadier General Claudio Gabellini, and I work in operations planning as part of the Operation Unified Protector located here in Naples. It's my pleasure to provide you with a quick operational update today. In recent briefings, you have heard about the maritime component, and today I will focus on the air campaign perspective. Buon pomeriggio a tutti, sono il generale di brigata Claudio Gabellini dell'Aeronautica Militare Italiana e qui a Napoli mi occupo della pianificazione operativa relativa all'operazione Unified Protector. Oggi ho il piacere di fornirvi alcuni brevi aggiornamenti operativi sulla missione in corso. Siccome durante precedenti comunicati è stata già affrontata e trattata la parte relativa alla componente navale, oggi pomeriggio mi concentrerò principalmente sulla campagna aerea. And now back to English. In the past week alone, we have engaged multiple rocket launcher systems, command and control facilities, anti-aircraft weapons, military bunkers and ammo facilities, tanks, and armored fighting vehicles. We are having an effect, and we are diminishing Gaddafi